Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So it's Thursday. It'll be Thursday night's episode we're doing. I'm doing it before I go to work, and it is called Album Sides. So this is a show that I do bi-weekly, alternates with ranking the songs off an album. This week, of course, it's Album Sides. I've chosen another Deep Purple for the week. Deep Purple in Rock. Album side number 1. Oh, just a fantastic album. So for me, a great album side is one that's near perfect. So this one's near perfect. Side 1, Speed King, Bloodsucker, Child in Time. Almost a perfect side of an album. 2 of those songs are amongst my top 2 or 3 favorite Deep Purple songs. The other song, of course, is in the top 10. All really good, fantastic tunes. It starts out with Speed King. Now, Speed King is roughly about 4 minutes in length. Such a good song. Heavy. This begins the kind of belief that Ian Gillan is one of the best vocalists of all time. This is where it starts for me on this song. This whole side is just absolutely killer. He displays his range. He displays his vocal prowess. So catchy. Such a heavy rock singer. Definitely one of the best of their songs. Just like real catchy riffs too. Not just his vocals, but the riffs are really catchy here as well. And I do like the keyboards on this, which I generally don't like with this band. Not because John Lord is bad. I think he's a great keyboardist. I'm not a big fan of the Hammond organ. I think it sounds really dated. It kind of reminds me of Bon Tepi a bit, but not overly, but it still reminds me of that. The second song, Bloodsucker, I think this is one of their best songs. Probably my favorite or near favorite song by this group. Heavy, catchy riffs, lots of hooks. The whole story is just fantastic. I just think this is one of the great tracks by this band. Definitely one of my favorites for sure. And then we end off with probably their, most people would say their magnus opus, which is Child in Time. Absolutely outstanding vocal parts on this particular track. I could argue that this is the best song that Ian Gillan has ever sang on any album. And it's just a killer. I can't even imagine going to a concert to see Deep Purple and they don't do Child in Time. But I know he had difficulty hitting those high parts later on. And that makes sense because, when you're young, your vocal cords are flexible, lots of stuff going on. And as you get older, they get more tight, restrictive, and unable to reach those heights that they used to. But on this particular track, he absolutely kills it. He kills it here. And not just him. I think the keyboards are really good on this too. John Lord's displaying his vast ability with his hands. Fantastic. Drumming is excellent. Even the bass playing is good. But obviously, Ritchie Blackmore's solo central stage here on this particular track. He knocks it right out of the park. I remember seeing the video of this particular song on YouTube and thinking, oh my God, this guy is vastly unknown. I mean, he's known, everybody knows who he is and stuff like that, but his abilities are just, to me, underrated. I think Jimmy Page hit it right on. He says, I listen to his solos and he's vastly ahead of me in all those areas. And you know what? I'm not going to argue with him. He just is like, his fingers are so fast, so good. I never thought much of Ritchie Blackmore when I was younger. I just thought, he's just a rock guitarist. I mean, he's got some catchy riffs and stuff, but no big deal. But when I saw this, I realized how good his hands are and how good he is at playing those solo parts. And this song, of course, has one of the best solos as well. So just a killer. So, you've got three tracks here that are like start this album out. And when I first heard these three tracks, I said to myself, wow, this album, why did I take so long to get into it? It's so good. Anyway, so you got Speed King, Bloodsucker, and Child in Time. All fairly different songs. No, they're not similar in any way, shape, or form, but all of them equally great for different reasons. I like this whole album quite a bit, but those three songs just nail it. So there you have it. One of my favorite album sides, Deep Purple's In Rock, I think is probably their best side. And we'll be back again next week with ranking the songs off an album. So if you've liked this episode, please hit the like and subscription buttons. Those are important to me personally and helpful to the channel. And make your comments here. Do you think this is the better side, or maybe you're one of those people that like the other side, or maybe there's another Deep Purple album with another side that you think is better? Anyways, you can put your favorites in the comment section below. Make any comments you want. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode of Album Sides. So take care and have yourself a good day. Goodbye.